Warning. My Franklin shirt was heavily ironed in 1982.
Level up!
Hello and welcome to the TheCollectorBoe. I'm Bo, and I have a small collection that I'm building. I'm doing it on YouTube, and you're watching it right now. And today I have a new game, and I'm pointing with my fingers. The new game is a game that I have never played. Although it is, if not my favorite, then one of my favorite franchises. And the game that we will play this Monday on twitch.tv/ThePunisherBoe, Resident Evil Code Veronica X. And as you can see, it is the Platinum Edition. It is not in the best shape. The manual is pretty decent. It looks great. It tells you something about... Oh, it's in different languages. Wow. Well, it often is, right? It tells about Claire Redfield, Chris Redfield, Steve Burnside. Okay, I know the two first. I never heard about Steve Burnside. Oh, we can actually read about him here. Chris is member of STARS. Claire went to Raccoon City to find her brother Chris. I think we know about that. Steve Burnside. So he must be a new character I've never heard of. Let's see. Though young and often reckless, Steve is a good kid at heart. He carries hard feelings towards his family, but his reasons remain wrapped in mystery. He was captured along with his father and held in the Umbrella prison on an isolated island. During a raid by an unknown organization, he escaped in the uproar. Steve now meets up with Claire as the adventure begins. Spoiler alert. Right, I'm not going to read about Chris and Claire. We know about them. And as I said, this disc is in a rather unfortunate condition. I just recently found out that it has a... Yeah, there. You see it on the left side? Is it the right side? I don't know, but you can clearly see it on one of the sides, not bottom, not top, on the sides, and that is rather unfortunate. I haven't checked it, so I will check it. But the good thing about this is I have a backup copy. So if this one doesn't work, I'll include it in my collection for now, and then we play the backup copy. But this is the one. This is the one that we will be keeping until I get a better copy. The collection is pretty much PlayStation games. It's 2 PlayStation 1 games and 1 PlayStation 2 game. And we will add another PlayStation 2 game to that collection. I hope I will be able to put in some Sega games soon. I have a secret dream of taking some of my copies of Sega Master System games out of the shop and in my collection. I have a few that I'm looking for actually currently on eBay and other places. Choplifter, the New Zealand story, and actually North and South for the NES. And it's possible to buy them on eBay, but I want to see if I can get some bargains some places. I am cheap when I can afford to be cheap. And I really don't want to pay premium right now when I have games we can play. But hopefully I'll get the right cords, I'll get the right equipment for us to play Sega Master System games soon. But for now, we stick with the PlayStation 2 Code Veronica X. Most of you know that I've played plenty of games in the Resident Evil franchise, and I actually speedrun Resident Evil 2. I know how to do 3 of the 4 scenarios, and I've just recently did the 4th, the Claire B one, and it's pretty. People call it the easiest scenario. I tend to give to give that credit. It is. There's still a few hot pots, a bit RNG, but it's nothing compared to like Leon B, for instance. Yeah, I've played plenty Resident Evil games. When this came out, when this was released, I was in high school, and back then, I know last week I told you guys about how I played Vice City, but I didn't play consoles much. We did play a bit on PC, but there was something called beer and something called women that was like drawing our attentions away from being nerds, out playing football, playing music to get some attention. Sitting home playing Code Veronica X wasn't really the kicker to get the attention, if you know what I mean. And back then I was like pretty trimmed. I was pretty sporty with my football and stuff, and I didn't really feed the nerdy side. And actually up until like 2013 or something like that, I really didn't play any games. Well, you see him now, the collector, the nerd. He is back. He will definitely keep on doing this because I really enjoy this. I just refound it like that 7 years ago, and I'm really happy that I have this joy with playing old games, new games, any games. I have some other things that I need to share with you guys, because from now on it'll be possible for you to ask questions. Just do in the comments and I'll answer them. I'm like, it's always been possible. It's not like, well, now I have this new feature, you can ask questions for the punish. No. In the comments below, if you ask some questions, I will actually include them in the videos. If you have like some genuine questions, and they can be a bit personal, it's all right, but you know what I mean. I'm like, you guys know what to ask about. From now on, it'll be possible to do that. Well, questions about video games, video game collection, maybe my shop, maybe a bit about me. That's all right. Not too personal, but like small stuff. That's cool. Just ask the question in the comments, and we'll get to them one by one.
Where do you turn your eye when everything is booked?
Get up on this cog and then ride it.
The travel destination no one thought of before the virus. Newcastle, the last resort.
Resident Evil Code Veronica was released in February 2000 on Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, GameCube, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Your identification number is WKD4496. Welcome to your new home.
I am really looking forward to playing this game, since it's one of the Resident Evil games that people like a lot that I haven't yet played. So I'm really looking forward to playing this on Monday. As we saw in the manual, some of the old characters from 1 and 2 will be joining us in Code Veronica X. Claire Redfield and Chris Redfield. So I'm really looking forward to see what the take is on that. I know it's something about an island, it's something about escaping an island. I don't know much else. I've seen other people play it. Has something to do with Antarctica as well. But yeah, I've seen Orendel play it, like watching their streams like 2 or 3 times. But to be fair, I had more of my attention drawn to talking with them in chat and talking about what they wanted to chat about than actually experiencing the game. So I don't know much.
There's nothing in this room.
This is 1 and this is 2. It's called math.
So when I said you could have 2, that's how it works?
Yeah.
Jesus.
This Monday, I will be playing Resident Evil Code Veronica X on my PlayStation 2 over on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/ThePunisherBoe. It's 6 o'clock CEST, that's 5 o'clock GMT. And next Friday, there'll be a new TheCollectorBoe video on YouTube, where we reveal a new game for my game collection. And if you look carefully in this video, you've got a clue on what game that is. Remember, it's possible to ask questions in the comments below and I'll try to answer them as good as I can. You can also tell me about your first experience with Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Just keep it spoiler free because I haven't played this before. If you want to get the latest news regarding what I do on YouTube, on Twitch and stuff like that, you can follow me on Twitter, and that's pretty much my outlet for information about what I am doing. I hope to catch you all on Monday, 6 o'clock CST, 5 o'clock GMT, and until then, be nice to each other.